We were so close. I can literally see the tear of Arasha on the pedestal over there. But you just had to mess it up and get us caught in a trap. Are you proud of yourself?
Now, calm down, Star. We're all in the same boat here, so nothing good will come out of pointing fingers. They're new here, so we should forgive their inexperience.
You're probably right, Wolf. As always. I just find them so infuriating. What is with that dumb-looking mask? We've never even seen their face. And what kind of alias is the listener anyway? It's pretty damn ironic, since they apparently didn't listen to a single thing I said in the briefing. Oh, so you did listen, is that right? Then what did I say about pressing random buttons you might come across? That's right, I said not to do it. But you did anyway, and caused a giant cage to fall down from the ceiling and trap us a single step away from the target. We're lucky I already disabled the alarm, otherwise this place would be swarming with guards by now.
But you did, and so we have a bit of time to deal with the situation. You can get us out of this cage, can't you?
Yes, probably. I'll need to tinker with my machines a bit to figure something out. Keep an eye on the new ones so they don't... find a way to make the situation even worse somehow.
Please forgive Star. She might be the most intelligent person I've ever met, but she's just as oblivious about interpersonal stuff. Just take it as a compliment that she talks to you at all. If she really didn't like you, she'd simply ignore you. Oh yes, she is very consequent about that stuff. You wouldn't believe how many people back at headquarters were completely shunned by her already. Which is a shame, because she's very fun to talk to once you get to know her. You might have noticed that she gets very passionate about certain things. Yes, for example, about her plans. That is the reason she kind of snapped at you when you messed this one up. For her, that was almost a personal attack against herself. Not your fault, of course. You are new, after all. It would have been my duty as a veteran of sorts to properly guide you. You're right. I guess we don't really know much about each other, since we kind of had to rush this whole operation. How about we do a bit of late introduction now that we've got the time? My name is Wolf, but I already told you that when we met. I've been with the organization for, almost 20 years now. I technically outrank you, but please, don't pay too much mind to that kind of stuff. I don't really have a specialty, but I am pretty strong. I guess I am also fairly good at calming the waves between stubborn party members such as you two. Don't feel too bad about it. Having a thick head is almost like a requirement for this line of work. Believe it or not, you're actually one of the more reasonable people I know. But apart from that in your name, I don't really know anything about you. So, why don't you tell me a bit about yourself? Oh, damn, really? Oh, I see. Well, I must say I didn't expect that. Why did you join the organization, if I may ask? Thievery doesn't seem like something you'd naturally fall into. Oh, I see. I'm not going to try and talk you out of it, but I do hope you know what you're doing. What about me? Oh, just family tradition, I guess. My father and his father were thieves as well, so they just kind of set me on the path from the beginning. Nothing else really pays quite as well, so I guess money's my main reason. Plus, as long as I'm here, I can keep heists like this from escalating and causing unnecessary damage.
Star.
What's that, my friend? You'll have to speak up if you want us to understand you.
My name is Star, and I'm a relatively new member of the organization. My specialty is planning and executing break-ins into high-security facilities such as this. I'm also pretty good at building little machines out of spare parts. Nice to meet you, I guess.
Wow, look who finally decided to join the conversation. Were you bored over there all by yourself?
Shut up. Wolf, you planned this all along, didn't you? You knew if I learned more about them, I couldn't stay mad for too long.
Hey, it's not my fault you're such a softy below that hard shell of yours. And besides, I can tell you also want to connect more with others. So, why don't you come join us for a minute?
I guess I can spare a little time. The cage isn't going anywhere anytime soon. So how does this work exactly? I'm not really used to talking to people.
Well, you already heard a lot about us. So, unless you have more questions, why don't we ask you a few things and you can answer as much as you want?
That sounds acceptable.
I already know her a bit better, but do you have any questions for Star?
Before this, well, the usual, I guess. I went to school, then university, joined a research program, and I got a PhD in engineering. Then I worked for a company called Tycoon Logistics as head scientist for a couple years before I quit.
I always wanted to ask this, but how does someone with your qualifications end up in the organization? You could have had an easy life without any dangers or obstacles.
I found their environment restricting. All the higher-ups ever wanted from me were simple, easy, predictable, boring devices. They were only interested in how efficiently machines could do a job that was already being done. I wanted to build new things, not keep improving on something that's already there. And, I mean, if they blow up in my face sometimes, that's part of the process. So after I accidentally destroyed part of the lab again, and got yelled at again, I just took my stuff and walked out the door.
So, you became a thief because you just wanted to, test your inventions?
Well, yes, that is part of the reason. But I've also always been fascinated by gemstones and jewels. The way they're formed, their physical properties, but especially how they refract the light within themselves. Did you know that a masterful gem cutter can actually form a gemstone in a way that a single ray of light gets bent into a simple image? I want to learn that. I want to learn that technique. But that takes a lot of funding, or a lot of gemstones, and, well, conveniently enough, I can get both of those from stealing.
Wow, that is certainly a unique motivation.
Which is also why I'm so frustrated right now. We are an arm's length away from one of the most beautiful gemstones in the entire world. The Tear of Arash is famous for its incomparable craftsmanship, and I wanted to examine it and try to learn how its creator did it.
Well, we better get out of this cage then. Did you get anywhere with your tinkering?
Well, yes and no. I did manage to reconfigure a device to cut through the bars, but it's missing one important component.
Oh, which component? Maybe we can figure something out.
Not unless you have a piece of pure zircon with you. I needed to focus the light into a rudimentary laser cutter of sorts.
I don't even know what that is. Sorry. How about you? Damn. Well, seems like we're out of luck. Maybe there's another way out of here? The metal bars? Maybe I could bend them?
It's a special titanium alloy. It would break before it bends, and it won't. Trust me. Also, I wouldn't touch them if I were you. They put the entire cage under voltage, and so my poor ampermeter found out the hard way. The alloy only responds to a specific frequency of light, which is why I need the zircon.
Is there really no other way?
There might be, but I can't think of one right now. Maybe something will come to me if I think about it a bit more. Do we have anything else to do? I could use a distraction.
Well, I brought something to eat for when the mission was finished, but I guess now's about as good a time as any. I might also have a deck of cards somewhere in my bag. Let me go look.
I know there's nothing we can do at the moment anyway, but I am always impressed by how calm Wolf can be in these situations. Don't tell him I said that, though. Yeah, that's not an act. At least I don't think so. I've seen him defuse situations where both sides already had guns pulled out, just by talking them down. What happens next? Well, that depends on how much time we have left. Do you know what time it is? Wait a minute, is that an 1871 Eclipse timekeeper? That exact model was a part of an experimental batch in which they tested the oscillation frequencies of certain minerals. The project was scrapped, since the cost was too high for their intended customer base, but... Well, basically what it comes down to is that your watch has a piece of pure zircon in it. You saved us, you beautiful idiot, you. Oh, you don't like that name? Okay, prove to me that you're not, and I might stop calling you it. Might. Hey, Wolf, seems like we are getting out of here after all.
Really? That was quick. What changed? Oh, so your watch has some of this zircon in it, and you're willing to give that up?
Oh, don't worry about that. I can just take it apart and rebuild it exactly how it was before.
Still, it is their decision. What do you say? Thank you for agreeing to this. We really appreciate it. Right, Star?
Yes, thank you. Now give me the watch so I can finish the laser cutter.
Star?
Please. Okay, I just need a few seconds. I'll be right back. Putting this here. Just need to open the shell, and there you are, you absolute beauty, you. Look, I prepared a little bed for you in this machine over here. You like it? Oh, that's so sweet of you. I bet you'll focus the light just perfectly.
She talks to her machines and her gemstones. But I think this kind of connection she builds with them is the reason she's so damn good at what she does. As if her creations respond to her feelings and, well, want to give their best for her.
And done! Now who wants to see me cut these damn metal bars in half?
Impressive work as always. Now, let's go get that gemstone.
Wow, it's even more beautiful than I imagined it would be. These colors, these perfectly cut edges, the polished surfaces. They even put a nice pedestal to highlight it. I can't wait to put you in my bag and study. Did you just take the gemstone from the obvious trap?
Here we go again. What's up, Wolfpack? It's Wolf0 back with another video. Doing collabs is always fun. Editing them has always been a bit of a challenge, but that's always kind of added to it for me. I want to give a special thanks to Starlet Audios for lending me her voice for this. Star is an absolute sweetheart and does incredible work on her own audios. I honestly don't think I know of anyone else who genuinely enjoys creating audios as much as her. Every time she talks about recording or editing audios, you can tell she is having so much fun with it, and just genuinely loves what she does. Well, not that I know anyone who doesn't, but she just especially sounds like she is having an amazing time doing it. Star has only been a VA for about less than a month and has already managed to rack up 1.6 thousand subscribers, at least as I'm recording this now. By tomorrow, that number may be completely different. She has broken milestone after milestone in the span of days, and everybody is baffled and amazed at the same time. Everyone is incredibly proud of her, and I am as well. So please go check out Starlit Audio's channel. I will link it in the description down below. I also want to give a quick shout out to NineTales for making yet another amazing script. The man makes writing these scripts look effortless, and I am in awe every time he says he's made another one. He's only been doing it for a short while, and he's already incredibly talented, and honestly, I'm just as proud of him as well. So please go check out NineTalesScripts on Reddit if you're a VA. I'm sure you will love reading over his scripts. I will leave his username in the description down below as well. Now, with all that said and done, thank you all for listening to this audio, and I will see y'all in the next one. Later.